Good morning, people. Right, it's Sunday morning. Well, good morning here. Don't know what it is in your time zone, but we've got a nice clean chart here, and I wanted to show you how I became addicted to candlestick analysis, pure price action, patterns within patterns, so that you can enter a trade, say for example using an H4 chart like we're looking at now, using the targets and the stops from, the targets from the H4 chart and the stops and entries from something like an M5 or an M15 chart or whatever. So we've got precision levels, being the candlesticks highs and lows, and the pattern that sort of got me into this thing and sort of really turbocharged my view of price action and the accuracy and precision of candlestick levels was Vic Sperandio's 2B reversal. And while we're at it, I'm also going to explain why finding a reliable indicator, doesn't matter what it is, you choose whatever you like. If you're using something like this, a histogram, it must not repaint. That seems obvious to me, but there's no way. How can you rely on trading with something that might change colour when you change your time periods on the chart? Absolute murder. So I suggest you download this. I've found it just now for someone on this YouTube channel, and uploaded the link. You just go to Forex Factory and do a search on there for Histo Alert, and you will find it, RSI Histo Alert, and you will find it on there. So 2B reversals and precision trading, and if we'll find one that talk about how it keeps you out of getting into trades, how bad trades that is, how the RSI can help you stay out of bad trades, and so on and so forth. Some people say 2B reversals are hard to find and they're unreliable because they're easy to find in hindsight but not easy to find in reality. Well, this is a random chart. And as I've been scrolling, been looking, let's have a go on a D1 chart and look for a 2B reversal. So here's a good looking one here. So that's swing 1, Vic Sperandio's swing 1, swing 2, swing 3, and the candle that breaks the low becomes your trigger candle. So draw the low on that green candle there, swing 1, swing 2, swing 3. Sperandio says trade the break of this one here. So we put a high on that red one. So there's your low, swing 1. Have a look at the patterns on 2B reversals and you'll see what I mean. There's the swing up, there's the swing down. That's the candle that broke the green line there. So that's the candle where Sperandio says go long. Now if you add, and that's the target. Some say the first target is this high here, which is pretty obvious why. And if you used your the Histo Alert in the way that I use it, or the way that whoever devised it said to use it, you use the break of the 20 is your entry. Now as time has gone by, you can add more and more nuanced rules, because that pattern was recognized probably 2 decades ago or something, or even longer, and he wouldn't have had the RSI alert in there and so on and so forth, and he possibly wouldn't have started talking about lower time frames for entries and such like. But what do we know? Well, we've followed his rules at this point here by considering the break of that excuse me, that level on this daily chart, remember. So if we put a vertical in here, just trying to think outside the box here, guys, because this is the process that I went through when I was learning to study candlesticks on their own. I know I have all these squiggly lines and all sorts of things on my charts now, but I taught myself how to trade candlesticks with nothing, naked chart, just by using patterns within patterns and so on and so forth. So let's drop down a time frame and see what that can tell us. Oh, should have taken the scroll off the chart. My apologies. Here we are here. So at this point here we have a possible entry to attack that level, because what can we clearly see here? We've got the RSI has fulfilled some other rules. It's popped up, it's retraced, and then it's popped up above the 20 on this candle here. I'm all about attacking potential levels with lower time frames. So when this said we've got a good chance of a long here, everything's fulfilled. I've even broken the high of that green candle there, that green bar rather, the high of that green bar, and this is precision trading again. That's the wrong bar, that one. It should be, yeah, 23.37. Now this one will be something like 24 something, I should think, yeah, 24.31, and this is a random chart, random time frame, and that has done exactly what I require. We've got the poke, or the push, the pullback, then the break of the push, coinciding with Vic Sperandio's daily chart, 2B reversal level there, and there's a perfectly good trade for, remember this was a random chart, for nearly 100 pips there, give or take. Well, 100 pips if you include the next candle, but that's 4 hours long. I wouldn't be in a trade that long for love nor money at that level, and I certainly wouldn't have targeted 94 pips or whatever it was. So massive move there. Started off by the 2B reversal, and actually this is a 1, 2, 3 reversal now, or a cup and handle. You know, you study charts long enough, you see these patterns in your sleep, and this is the essential bit of sauce in the marinade, in my opinion. And you can go on and on and on. You know, go back to the daily. That was just to level 1, remember, that 90 pip move, and then we've still got all these lower entries. Got another 2B reversal going on here. And my take on targets is you look for a congestion zone. Don't go for the top. Clearly got a congestion zone here. Call it a PPZ, call it what you like. Price pivot zone. It's used as, well, if we tighten that up a bit even more, it's not Harry Hindsight talking here, guys. We've got support acting as resistance, acting as support and resistance. You're not going to go for the top there, go for the meat and potatoes, and there's where it finished. So that's how I use 2B reversals, or should I say higher time frame patterns, and enter on the lower time frame patterns. So instead of where Vic said you have to have your stop below here, you only need your stop below somewhere around here. And that's obvious anyway, because we've got a massive level of resistance acting as support here. So, you know, you'd have to be really on the wrong side of this pattern if you had to, if the trade, the stop, or the pullback came below here before hitting its target. You can see where it came to here, and that's why, you know, that's again, that was not spotted here. It was just Vix Barandio's pattern, and lo and behold, when price came back, where did it come back to? His low, which started off this whole potential trade with this candle here. Do your 1, 2, you put the low on there, then it breaks through, then you watch for the break of the high of that candle here, and you trade it using the lower time frame to take the entry. These 2Bs are everywhere. Here's one here, high, low, lower high, lower low. Slap your level through there, take the trade, the breaker there, and use this time frame, use this swing here as another 2B to enter that one there. Let's drop down to the H4 and look at the internals of that vertical line there. It's not clear on the H4, or not really clear, but you could, whenever you get a green, that's a retracement, high, low, lower high, lower low. So you put the level on the low. I'll get rid of all of these now for the time being. And remember, this was a random chart, time frame, whatever. So the low goes on that green, and then the high of the candle that breaks through that low is where you should consider trading long. And look how that level there is used as support. Totally random choice of charts, guys, but this is why I believe in the power of candlestick lows and highs, closes, breaks, call it what you like. There is a congestion zone here, you can clearly see it. It's gone, it's stopped there, the price has gone up, you can draw a line through there. That's the target for that 2B reversal. The breakout of that line is what we're looking at. Then we can use a lower time frame to enter it. This is the new candle after the we've created our trigger candle, if you like. And then just drop down. We're on H4, so we could drop down to M15 to get an absolute. Let's go through the time frames first. Drop down to H1, massive indicator that this is going to go long with the RSI histogram. If you'd waited for that, this has probably broken the 20 level here anyway. 19, no it hasn't, so this is still a work in progress, this histogram. My indicator, which I've hidden down here, I've had on my charts for 15 years, and I know, live and breathe it. This histogram I've had for about 3 or 4 months, and I'm still learning the ropes with it. But anyone can see that is bullish there. But if you've got a chart pattern that a well-renowned trader has used for years, and not me, I'm talking about Vix Barandio, and then you've got an indicator that looks good as well and doesn't repaint and all that stuff, and then you've got every time frame under the sun to study this. Let's go down to the 30. Again, massive indication that this could be going north, bearing in mind the importance of our lines and so on and so forth. And this is an 8 hourly EMA. Price has busted through that as well. Notice nothing would have given you, the histo would have kept you out of going long anywhere over here. You know, it's not broken the 20 level. Finally, when it does, look what happens to price. The power of this thing is incredible. And the 15-minute gets us in even earlier. Again, notice nothing indicating longs are on the cards until this point. So using the lower time frames to attack potential areas of breakouts, and I'm not talking about traditional breakouts, I'm just talking about breakthrough levels of clear support or resistance, and this thing's got us in every time. Want to go down to the 5 minute if we've got enough data? Yes, we have. This is even better. You've got your push, you've got your pullback, and then you could wait and trade the break of that high there. That would have been that bar there, and price just goes. So I haven't covered everything I said I would at the start, but this is a long enough video now. 2B reversals, how you can trade the inside, the lower time frame 2B reversal to target the higher time frame 2B reversals targets. Use the stops of the lower time frame, so you would put your stop behind, say for example, the arbitrary hourly 8 EMA, which is the 96 on the 5 minute, or all sorts of other ways to put your stop losses taken from the lower time frame. So hopefully that has piqued your interest, guys. Think outside the box with everything you do, but pure price action and the precise levels of candlestick highs and lows are so powerful and so worthwhile studying. Thanks for watching. Have a great Sunday.